everybody, my name is Spammals and welcome to the end of month vlog. It's the thing we do at the end of the month where we have a little chat, a look back at the games we played and have a peek forwards at what's coming up. So without any more stalling, let's begin! March. That's where we are. Today's March. Today is last day of March. Yes, it is. March 2018. Hell of a month. Anyway, it was really a good month. So we were playing the Sea of Thieves closed alpha beta thing at the beginning of the month, and we were loving it. Freaking amazing game. It was a very exciting time period because, like, the game hadn't fully released. There was all these unknowns still in the air, and we're out in this beta, and just like every time we play it, it's just more and more fun. It instantly became my favorite game. Loving it so much. In fact, for a beta, like, we did loads of episodes. I think there was like 11 episodes just in the beta, so that was like a fully fledged let's play just on beta material. That's awesome. I was so hooked, like with Sea of Thieves. I pre-ordered it obviously to get into the beta, but I also pre-ordered these Sea of Thieves books signed by the team. I pre-ordered the art book signed by the team because the art of the game is outstanding. I just love it. It's my most favorite game of the world. Like, I don't think it's going to be replaced for a long time. I even got the Sea of Thieves Xbox controller. It's amazing. There it is. That bit glows in the dark. There. So yeah, I'm a fan of Sea of Thieves. Moving on. We also did Abandoned Ship. I honestly don't remember anything about this. Just nope. Oh, it was that game. I remembered this game. Massive thank you to the developers who sent me a free copy of this game to check out. It was good fun. I mean, arguably the episode was just one glorified tutorial. It was very wordy. Like, I had to do a lot of reading, and that's not a problem. Like, some people like that kind of game. I remember leaving it feeling positive about the game. Like, I feel like I would like to see more of it, but because I got so many games to get through, I haven't gone back to it. But by no means is it a bad game. I think it's a good game. It was definitely worth your time. Moving on. Sea of Thieves continue, and then we do that TSA Simulator Concourse X-Ray game. It was a fun itch.io game jolty game thing. You're in a concourse of an airport, you got people coming through, and you have X-ray glasses. You got to check them out for contraband. And I made the discovery of what the hell an eggplant is in this episode. I have become a better person for it. It was a neat little game. It doesn't have much longevity to it. Once you've done it once, you've done it forever. Never have to go back. So moving on. Sea of Thieves continues. Okay, now this is a big one. This is a real big one. So we begin Bomber Crew. This was initially going to be just a one-off single episode. It looked fun. It looked interesting. I thought it would do well on the channel. I thought you guys would like it because we like our history. It's World War II. It's Lancaster bombers. It's full of all the best things in the world. War is not good, by the way. But anyway, I do the video. We have a great time. I kind of leave it like, well, if you guys like it, maybe there will be more. You guys loved it. You absolutely freaking loved it. It was kind of growing way too large on the numbers side of things. I mean, like episode count. And I was worried that we weren't going to finish the game anytime soon. So we did have to start doing some shortcuts. Had to start playing it off camera to get to the critical missions, just so we can pick up the speed a little bit, get a bit closer to that finish line. I think we have like 4 or 3 more episodes remaining to go. And then the series is complete. But it's a very healthy like length, like around 14 episodes. So it did good. Like, for something that was supposed to be one episode, it did good. Moving on. March 7th, we do the final episode of Sea of Thieves beta. Now, this was kind of a special episode because it was like the grand finale of the beta, a tip of the hat. It was a collaboration. We had Reese the King, his debut collab here on the Spammals channel. We had GameHog and we had Beastmaster64 himself, Axel. He came into the game as well, and we had a jolly good time. It was a really fun video. Like, of that time period, it was most definitely my most fun video to have done in Sea of Thieves. So thank you those guys for joining me. Moving on. Ultra Wings. So like by this point, I'm very worried, like, wow, we've done a lot of ship content. Let's try not to do some ship content. So I did airplane stuff. Ultra Wings. It's a VR game with the HTC Vive. You're in a micro light aircrafty thing. It was good fun. The graphics were kind of like borderline realistic meets nowhere near realistic. Like, the aircraft itself, its construction was very realistic, but trees and ground textures and ocean, cartoony. But that was fine. It's just the art style of the game. I enjoyed it. Moving on, Asteroids VR. I was looking forward to doing this. Like, it's the follow-up to a VR experience we did previously called Invasion. You got these cute little bunny rabbits, and an alien spaceship comes down and then tries to abduct you, but then you scare them away and they flee. Well, it's a continuation of that. You follow the adventures of Mac and Cheese, the aliens, and you're in space, and catastrophe happens, and then hilarity ensues. It's a great little VR experience. My VR did glitch a little bit whilst I was doing it, so the experience wasn't quite 100%. It's still told the story. It's a fantastic story. I want more things like this in VR. VR is 100% a good medium for storytelling. So well done them. The people behind Madagascar did that. Good them. Moving on. Bomber Crew continues, and then we arrive on the very final episode of Life is Strange. This is the Before the Storm DLC called Farewell. We go back to the original characters Max and Chloe, and it's a very nice, whilst incredibly heartbreaking farewell story. I don't want to say too much about it, because if you want to see it and haven't, I don't want to ruin anything for you. But like, I will say that I took the title to mean one thing, and it kind of had a double meaning in a sense. But anyway, kind of glad that it's come to an end just because of how long they take to film. But at the same time, like, I'm kind of sad that it's come to an end because it's been quite a big part of the channel, I feel. It's been an epic long story. We've become very invested with the characters. Sad to see them go. Moving on. Bomber Crew continues. Bomber Crew continues for the whole month, okay? I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Just Bomber Crew forever, okay? Moving on after that, Yamato VR. I wanted to do another VR experience, and I had this on my shortlist for a long time. I thought it was time to check it out. Now, it's an absolutely mind-blowing VR experience. Like, it's like the honor and glory of the Battleship Yamato, I don't know, genre. It's a very detailed model. You get to walk around the whole thing. The Yamato was the flagship of the Japanese Navy, and it was the largest battleship to ever be built. It was really cool to walk around it, see the cannons fire, to go inside of the ship and see the corridors, the accommodation, the bridge, all of that jazz. Like, there's a lot to see in doing that. It's a little bit pricey at £30 or £20 on discount, but like, it was definitely worth it in my books because it was clearly a labor of love. It was a passion project, and you know, people deserve to be paid for their hard work, and that definitely had hard work going, blah blah blah. Definitely had hard work going into it. Moving on. The Ship. It's a classic. Everybody loves it. Murder Party World Leader Edition, Donald Trump and other people. I enjoy playing it, especially like sometimes I feel like I'm a bit burnt out of some of the games I'm playing, or sometimes I'm like, I don't want to play that today, so I just kind of reach for the Ship. It's my go-to game. It's like, I need to do something else, I'm doing the Ship. It's very easy to film. It's a very fun thing to film, and it just makes me happy. I just like being a doofus in it, murdering people. It's a great way to release stress. Moving on. Okay, so we're now at kind of the back end of the month, and I know in my head Sea of Thieves is about to fully release on March the 20th. I kind of want to get a little bit of that sea vibe coming back, although we kind of never left it. We kind of did. I don't know, I tried to stop some of the sea vibe. I don't think I was successful in that. But anyway, to help bring back that sea vibe that never left, I did Kraken VR, another VR experience with the HTC Vive. You are a Kraken, you are literally the Kraken. Your controllers are the tentacles, and you can whoosha-doosha slap them about killing ships and Vikings and all that jazz. It was good fun. We showed down against Vikings. We're having a nice little sleep, and they had a battle above us. It woke us up. We went to the surface and showed them who's boss. They tried to kill me, so I had to murder all of them. It was awesome fun, and the tutorial was brilliant. We were more deadly than North Korea, apparently. Yeah, Kraken. There are more levels, and it's something I was maybe going to go back to, but there's no immediate plans to go back to it right now. But never say never. Moving on. Sea of Thieves, the full release has arrived, because it's March 20th. I love this game. I was awake for its midnight release, or whatever time it released at. I got straight into it. I just love the game. There's so many bad things being said about it, from being like empty, or some people saying it's early access in disguise. No, it's a fantastic game. It's pretty much a sailing simulator, and there's a whole genre for simulation. So it kind of is the greatest ship sim that I've ever been in. At the same time, it's one of the greatest sandboxes I've been in, because you can have so much fun with your friends, like way more than GTA and all that jazz. And then on top of that, it's classic pirates, it's treasure hunting, skelly smashing, or just spending hours finding chickens on islands. I hate those missions. I'm very happy with what's in the game, and what people kind of are forgetting, like, this is going to be a long game. Like, it's going to be around for a long time, and they're going to be bringing a lot more stuff in over the future. People that are like saying there's not enough content right now, you're being impatient. Just wait. Enjoy the game for what it is, which is amazing. More stuff's going to come in the future, okay? I haven't even seen the Kraken yet. Like, I've played it for so many bloody hours now, I have yet to see the Kraken. Oh, and whilst we're on this, just one quick topic. A Twitch streamer got the world's first legendary pirate, but it's complete baloney. Like, if I was in any sort of official capacity, I would strip him of that title because he totally cheated. It wasn't a cheat, as in like a cheat, but he was a Twitch streamer, and what he did was he had his army. He's a very big Twitch streamer. He had his army of fans go out into the game, finding treasure chests, and then they would just invite him to their parties when they went to hand them in. So the Twitch streamer would just bounce from party to party, getting all of the rewards without doing any of the work. To me, that's cheating. Legendary pirate is someone who's actually gone out and done it. That guy there, he just stole a title. Moving on, the Bomber Crew and Sea of Thieves kind of just carry on in tandem, one after the other, one after the other. Like, I'm a little concerned about that. Everyone's loving it so far. Like, the view counts are very healthy, the comments are very healthy. I can't really say that I need to stop this, but at the same time, I need to be aware that this can't go on for too long because the channel is more than just these two games. We are a variety channel. We need to start mixing it up a little bit. So while the end of this month isn't going to be changing very much, expect change in April and especially around May as well. But that kind of brings us up to speed, up to date. We do Sea of Thieves, we do Bomber Crew, we do the end of month vlog, and here we are, everybody. Welcome, you made it. Congratulations. Another month passed in your life. So yeah, to continue with that line of thought, like, I'm loving playing these games, but it's kind of been a pain for me as well because it takes a long time to record, edit them, and get them online. Sea of Thieves, a classic recording session, takes between 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Bomber Crew, while at the start it would only take around half an hour to film, now that we're only doing the critical missions, it has quite a lot of game time required in between sessions, in between video sessions, because I've got to do all the regular missions to get us back to that next critical mission. So it takes a long time. In the most recent episode, we did Operation Overlord, and that took an hour and a half to film, and that's purely because I just didn't want to fail at this mission. I didn't want the Bruce, the name of our aircraft, to blow up and crash, to kill everybody, but ultimately, like, I just couldn't beat it. Like, I crashed every single time, but I just kind of faced my fate. Like, well, this is how it's going to be. It's time to say goodbye, and we crashed, and it was sad. Like, I mean, I crashed a different way every single time, so by no means is any of it acting or faking it. No, it's like the gameplay up until the bombing run is like the very first attempt, and then after the bombing run, that's the final attempt, you know? So there's a whole missing middle. It was sad, because I really felt that that Bruce was going to go the whole 9 yards, and I really, like, the more it succeeded, the more kind of prestige it built for it, which would have made for an even bigger ending if it were to fail later on. But hey, that's the way the card rolls. But anyway, as well, like, so we can't be doing Sea of Thieves and Bomber Crew forever. They're taking forever to film. The videos aren't getting any sooner online, and, like, I need a break from these games. So, Sea of Thieves, well, no, Bomber Crew, we've got like 3 episodes of that left, and then we're going to be retiring that series for now. Oh, I say retiring. We're going to be completing the main campaign. There is a DLC for the game, but I'm not going to jump into that immediately. I'm going to keep it on the cards as a possibility that we might do in the future if there's demand for it, if I'm wanting to do it. But the main campaign, that's going to be resolved, guaranteed, next 3 episodes. Sea of Thieves wise, I'm still loving this game. I do it on the live streams. I'm really happy bringing it to the channel. But like the videos, they have to have a story arc, right? They've got to be growing. They've got to be going somewhere. Otherwise, what's the point, right? I have this mental like checklist of things I want to encounter in the game for the videos. So like yesterday's episode was the Skull Forts with Audacious narrator and a guy called Kangaroo, and that was epic. I'm really glad we got to capture that on video. Skull Forts tick. We've done videos looking at the factions, the Skull People, the Merchant Alliance, the Gold Hoarders, you know, so there's been those kind of featurettes. I want to do one that is about the Kraken, entirely about the Kraken, and I've got plans in mind to assemble a team of Kraken hunting pros, and then like a whole session dedicated purely to finding the Kraken. But I'm not going to keep filming just random episodes of me treasure hunting, because there's no point. Like, I mean, I could do it, you'd maybe like it, but it's not adding to the series. So no, we'll still do it on live streams, but the series needs to have a spearhead, otherwise what's the point? So anyway, I'll be wrapping that up in the near future, or maybe just pausing it. We'll see how things go. And whilst we're looking ahead into the future, April, what's April gonna bring? I don't want to say, because, well, it scares the hell out of me. But I mean, one thing you can definitely expect to see is a Titanic week, briefly. I mean, it's the anniversary of the sinking. It'd be like sacrilege not to host a Titanic week, but I'm very nervous for this one because there's very little high quality content left to do. I'm planning for like 8 episodes in this Titanic week, and I can only account for 3 of them so far, so I'm gonna do my best to bring you the bestest of Titanic weeks you've ever had. If I fall short, I apologize. Normally, I would leave that there for these end of month vlogs, but I just also want to highlight, like, this month has been a great month for collaboration as well. It isn't just being a typical kind of a video every single day. We've been continuously pushing the boundaries of what the channel does, and we've had a live stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes the Wednesday stream doesn't happen if I get too swamped down with work, but point being is we're having more and more often regular live streams, and like, they're super fun to do. I'm loving the engagement of you guys, and you guys seem happy. In addition to that, we've had quite a lot of collaborations going on this month with other people. Brand new to the Spammals channel, we had a massive collaboration with Audacious and the narrator. Audacious is most notable for being a Rust YouTuber with some 200,000 subscribers. Like, he's a big guy, and I was really like amazed that he would even consider like giving me, a small guy, even a fraction of his time. So I was very thankful to him hooking up with those guys and to get to play in Sea of Thieves. Not only am I doing a collaboration with a YouTuber I really look up to and respect, I'm doing it in my favorite game, Sea of Thieves. So it was a really, really like great time. I loved it. I hope we get to do more together. We've done 2 videos. That's it for now, but I hope more comes in the future because they're awesome guys. I love being with them. Amazing. In addition to Audacious and the narrator, I also did a collaboration with Mr. Weeble, but not in a computer game, but he made a song for Sea of Thieves, and I got to sing some verses, and I joined in on the choruses, and we did a music video for that. That's over on his channel if you want to go check that out. Just search for Mr. Weeble Sea of Thieves, you'll find it. And it's all about a gag because we was in his live stream, and whilst I was doing it super seriously, like there's a ship coming, I'm like, get on the anchor, help me boys, and then like, oh, get on the cannons, quick, they're gonna board us. And whilst I'm being super serious and trying to win, the 3 of them, whilst getting drunk, were just, I'm so amused with the fact you can get your pocket watch out and show people the time. So they just keep coming up to me like, have you seen the time, mate? Mate, have you seen the time? So there's a whole song born around, have you seen the time, mate? Have you seen the time? It's good fun. It's really good fun. Very proud that I could be a part of that. Again, Mr. Weeble was another guy I look up to and respect. He is like OG internet. He's the internet before the internet knew what the internet even was. And like, it's just so amazing. It shows you the power of YouTube. How I never thought our paths would ever cross, and then boom, we meet each other at Comic-Con last year in October, became friends, and now I see him like pretty much every week. Like, it's just crazy how things can change. So I'm really glad we got to do that. Again, a collaboration in my favorite game. Amazing! And as we already spoke about, we had Rooster King come on the channel. Axel got to be in the video. Did collaborations with GameHog. I also got to be on GameHog's channel. He's got his new podcast series called The Hogscast, currently underway. I got to be in episode 2. That was pretty exciting, and that went up just yesterday. If you're watching this on the day this comes out, I was in episode 2 of The Hogscast. We had about an hour-and-a-half talk. I'm really glad I got to be a part of that. But also, finally, we also did a collaboration with Luke and James Play, or more notably, we got to play with Luke of Luke and James Play. The guy that he's never around. Like, he's like a mystery. Like, who's Luke of this Luke and James Play? Well, we got him. He's on the channel. We had a really relaxed Sea of Thieves experience. Yeah, okay. All the collabs have been Sea of Thieves, basically. I don't care. Shut up. It was a really nice dynamic. We got to hang out together. We were on a proper Goonies-style adventure. 2 idiots going into a storm, discovering a hidden island, and getting booty. It was awesome fun. That more or less brings us to the end of month vlog. March is over. Goodbye, March. Lovely meeting you. I think I spoke about this at the end of the last vlog. I'm working harder than ever right now, and it's starting to kind of have its toll on me. I think this month has been a good month. I say I think it's because I don't really get a chance to stand back and reflect on what we've done. When a video goes live, like, I'll check the comments on that for around a day, and then I kind of have to like write it off because I have to start focusing on the next lot of stuff, and then trying to juggle the live streams, trying to juggle the collaborations, and at the same time I'm also making myself available to other people on their live streams, I'm getting a bit stressed, if I'm very honest. And so this April, I'm going to be having a holiday. I'm going to be disappearing for 2 weeks. I'm prepping for that right now. I kind of can't wait to get away from the internet for a little bit. I need a break because I think if I don't get one, I don't know, I might explode. As much as I love doing this, I need to have a break because it's literally every single day of my life, and it's now starting to get to me. I'm getting a bit of cabin fever, maybe. I don't know, I need to get some sunshine. But don't worry, I'm going to do the best I can to make sure you don't miss a single daily dose of Spammals. We have not missed a single upload since we began the daily upload in January of 2016. Like, I'm very proud with how long we've gone and how consistent we are every single day. Literally 2 and a bit years now, every single day. And in addition to that, we are expanding with the live streams and collaborations, and like, the channel continues to grow. I had a scare. I went on, this vlog is going overboard so long, but I checked on Social Blade, and it said like by the end of the year, if things don't get worse or change, then we should hit 39,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That's freaking mental. Like, I think we made like 10,000 subscribers last year. I kind of can't remember, but it just shows you like the snowballing effect is real. The channel is growing larger. And like, as it gets larger, I guess maybe the pressure is also growing larger not to mess this up. Doing my best. Bottom line there. Anyway, I'm definitely going to call this an episode here because I need to edit this and it needs to go online on time. So, if you've had a nice month, let me know in the comments below what's been your favorite episode of this month, or your favorite game, or your favorite moment. Just let me know something that made you smile this month. I'd love to hear that. It would put a smile on my face. Just do it for me. Anyway, on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next month. Goodbye, everybody.